Oh, hey, ground force metal detecting here, and I'm Devin. What VDI range is gold? It's all over the place. No one can answer me. You're right, it is. But, especially for rings, I can show you a way to figure out the most likely VDI that gold rings are going to fall under on your detector using just a nickel and a pull tab. Check it out. So, like I said, you're going to need a pull tab and a nickel. If you don't have a pull tab, get outside and detect for 5 more minutes. If you don't have a nickel, sell your expensive metal detector. Go get a job. Let's go. Okay, so get you a nickel and a pull tab, fire up your metal detector, and we just need to know the VDI on both of these items. So we're using an XP Deus 2 for this demo. That was a 61 on the nickel and 74 for the pull tab. And it doesn't have to be exact. This is all ballpark estimating. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with the Legend. Got my nickel. Call it a 24. And I got my pull tab. Call that a 35. I will now reveal to you my golden pull tab nickel roll. Okay, the pull tab nickel roll. This is how we'll find your metal detector's most common gold VDI. Of course, you have your pull tab and nickel VDI, which we'll fill in there. On the left axis will be the chance of being gold, and along the bottom, the Deus 2 VDI for this example. Of course, we had a 74 and a 61. And along the left there, we have, of course, slim to none. Then it's then it's maybe. Then it gets into, still not a great chance. And then finally, at the highest position, disappointment is still likely. Let's go ahead and mark the pull tab and the nickel in our x-axis along the bottom there. We're going to mark 61 for the nickel and a 74 for the pull tab. Okay, now what we want to find is the midpoint between them. Whatever distance that midpoint is, we're going to go that far on the low side and the high side of that range. So of course there's a 13-point spread. Okay, half of that, 6.5. We're going to call that 7. So what we want to do is go 7 points below the 61 and 7 points above the 74. So we will calculate that out. So our range overall becomes a 54 to an 81, and we'll mark that. Okay, let me draw that in there. The actual midpoint between 61 and 74, okay, that's 68. Let's mark that, because that is actually the most likely target ID for a gold ring. Okay, not saying that most come in at that. It's just that if you did thousands of rings, this is how your VDIs would come out. Okay, and the reason I put a point at 25 is because that's kind of the lowest one I've seen or heard of. Remember to get a good repeatable signal. Okay, and that this is not absolute. All right, this is just to give you a general idea. Okay, Deus 2 range for gold rings is going to be somewhere in the, not saying 53 is no good, but 54 to 81, those are going to be your most common. With the 68, you should be digging every 68, because that really could be a gold ring, if it sounds good. Okay, so I'm going to pass some gold through here and see what rings up. This is a 14 karat gold wedding ring with diamonds. Okay. That's a 71. It's another wedding ring This one's thin, 10 karat gold, 66. Now this is a 10 karat gold class ring, and this is a serious weight to it here. About an 83. Now here's a strange one, okay? This is a 14 karat gold charm. It's got some gold to it, and about a half carat of diamonds in there. But very strange. And these are hard to detect, okay? I gotta hold it this certain way. I gotta hold it lengthwise like this. Barely hits it. Now my sensitivity's down, but somewhere right around a 29 or 30. Okay. Put the nickel with it for size. Okay, so this is not a tiny charm here. This is longer than a nickel, you know, probably as long as a quarter. Okay, now let's look at chains. So necklaces are really tough to catch. So I'm gonna just sort of leave this loose in my hand. Not really hitting it. If I ball it up real tight, not really hitting it. If I take this chain, this is a small, even thinner chain, nothing, okay? So let's take them both. So I have both chains in my hand. Yeah, no way would I dig that. So yeah. Okay, so the nice thing about this is it works on any metal detector, and you don't have to look anything up to see where, you know, where are my gold rings going to fall on this metal detector. If you have the metal detector in your hands and a pull tab and a nickel, okay. Remember, we also checked the legend, all right? So the legend came in with a pull tab 35 and the nickel was a 24. So that's right there is your range to mainly worry about, 24 to 35, anywhere in there. But give it a cushion of about half that distance, or maybe even a couple more, just be safe, right? So it's a 9-point difference. So call it 5 points on either side. So you basically are looking at a 19 to a 40 on a legend, where most of your gold rings are going to fall, like most commonly, okay? Are they going to fall outside that? Yeah, I have a bigger ring that's I think it's a 42 on the legend. But you know, if you got a good signal, it's a 42, and you're going, oh man, I'm only supposed to dig to 40. No, it's not like that. This is just a rule of thumb, basic ballpark figure, okay, to give you an idea on any metal detector. Okay, let's check out the legend and see what it does. Okay, with the legend, the same gold. You got the engagement ring here, wedding ring. 33, 34. The other wedding ring. 30. The thin chain. Nothing. Thicker chain. Nothing. This big fat ring. 38. All right, and the cross charm with the diamonds. Okay. So I hope this was helpful, especially for new people, or if you have a new metal detector. But thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. And everybody have a great rest of your day, and swing away.